Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, Dave Holly, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Hokies offense will get the ball first. Here's a guy who could make a difference, Jamian Little. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his op.
He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab inside the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
He'll bring it out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch it? They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Quickly complete. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Addison. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wilson to pass. Gets it out fast.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burden. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run. It's Addison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. Quick step and go. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Hold and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wilson will throw. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Turning it on! And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
flag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this. We're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. So now it's 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him in.
Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble when the long pass is incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. The Hokies send out the punt unit. And he doesn't field it cleanly, it's loose.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team.
Runs through a man. He might have space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A first down run on the doorstep. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their 3rd and final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Touchdown, Hokies! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Addison. Picks up the first down. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at UMass, taking on the UCF Knights. And it's the Minutemen, sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Stark Vegas. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half, this home crowd is fueling their running game. Every single time the running back gets the rock, they are going crazy. The ground game has been good, and they're going to continue to ride the momentum of this home crowd.
Holly, thank you. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Addison. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Wilson to pass. Floats it out in space. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
The one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards.
Caught, and he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On target. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. First play of the drive comes from the 22. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Hokies in the hurry up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And the Hokies will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line.
Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Crosby. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Little. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Looking to throw again. Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rushes on him. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Crosses the 30. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Bulldog. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's going to come out just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Heaves it deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They feed him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Might have a chance. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? A blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Pulled down for the tackle. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Forced out of the pocket. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Working for the goal line. He found some running room but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Under fire. He's on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.